What is going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a great Friday Eve. I know I am so ready for the weekend. It is not even funny. Um, I don't have anything fun planned. I got, work related stuff that I got to do, working on finding a new place. And that means finding a place that is okay with him. And that's not always easy. So, um, but again, looking forward to the weekend nonetheless. So, I have something really cool to get to share with you all today. It's something that has been a project that has been on my mind for quite some time, but I've only just now kind of gotten around to how I wanted to go about doing it and based on the positions of my pillars and my walls, how I was going to go about building it. And granted, there's still a lot of like main details that need to be done. Um, 3 out of the 4 pillars are done, so I figured I would, go through and build the last one with you all live on stream tonight, so you guys can kind of see what the process has been for me to actually build these things and how some of the challenges that even S plus you can't really overcome. So you got to kind of find solutions to. Um, but it's this insane gotcha farm. And if you any of you remember originally, I had on the top of my walls that would go all the way around. I had a gotcha that was positioned on a gotcha gavager on the top of each one. It kind of gave this domed capped appearance to the top, hexagon of my walls, and it looked cool. But then I actually started to understand like how much they can produce in terms of resources, in terms of like just how quickly they can churn it out, and you can really kind of stack stuff up. So I got to a point where I decided that I was going to go from having 4 gotchas on, you know, my walls total, that I was going to go to having 7 on each individual pillar. And I was a little bit worried that it was going to look a little gaudy, maybe a little ostentatious at first, but I gotta say, overall, it's turning out really, really well. Unfortunately, it's starting to become dark as we're starting this, but I'll kind of take you guys into it and let you kind of see what it's been about so far. I might have to fix the scene here. Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Inazuma. Oh, and Flo Dangles. Flo Dangles with the 6 month sub. Let's get a huge W in chat for Flo Dangles. 6 months straight as a sub. First follower when I created the channel. First sub when I got affiliate status. Um, and of course, as he said, buy Hello Fresh fuckers. So yeah, let's no TTS. What do you mean no TTS? AO pause. What? Oh, bro, you know what? I didn't even think about that. Um, yeah, that might be something worth looking into at some point, I guess, right? Like, so as you can see, we have beaten the Broodmother, we have beaten the Megapithecus, the dragon, and Fenrir, and I've redone the entryway that kind of leads up to everything here. So this looks a whole lot better. Added in some pillars, spray painted the whole place. Oh, we'll get to that in a minute. Spray painted everything, so especially when the doors are closed, looks really
Since
lit.
the sub notee didn't have TTS, buy Hello Fresh Funkers.
Real and true. But yeah, spray painted all of this in here, so all this has a really nice look to it now. For whatever reason, won't let me paint the S Plus Tech replicator, but got all this going on up here that I'll get to and explain to you shortly. All right, so I'll kind of give you the tour around. I also built some greenhouses that are on the exterior of the walls that I'll get around to showing you guys here in a second as well. But I'm not positive I'm keeping those there, so we'll see. But so we got a bunch of safes in here for various materials, all spray painted, fabricator, industrial grinder right there, and these two things are actually been key to my operations as of late. Um, Actually, I'll kind of walk you all through how this works. So there's a number of ways that you'll notice these materials get to this particular grinder, which I'll walk you all through. But these are all things that have been produced by apprentice grade gacha crystals, depending upon how high their crafting skill level is. So they can craft stuff like pump action shotties, ascendant fabricator sniper rifles, pistols, armor, structures, and not all this is bad stuff, but none of this is stuff that I need. There's nothing in here that's going to be better or of a better quality than something that I already have. So for me, all of this stuff is useless. So all I do is I turn around and grind it. It turns all of those things into raw materials that I will then just continuously transfer to my inventory and deposit. And all this stuff is going directly into dedicated storages that I have set up in part of my base that only I can. All right. So pick this element back up so I can actually use my text sheet. So I have to take my element out of my inventory because I do have a dedicated storage set up for element, and if I don't, it'll take it out of my inventory, and all of a sudden I'm out of element while I'm trying to fly around my jetpack. So that's what it originally looked like. I had all four of these walls, where all had these big pillars, all had one of these. Now, they all have one of these. So I have 3 per layer, 2 layers, and then one up at the very top. All are completely offset from each other, so it makes this nice little kind of flowered look when you're directly up above it. And all of these gachas are all producing different materials. They can produce any and all materials that are, harvestable in the game. Metal, sulfur, crystal, stone, wood, thatch, fiber, flint. I mean, everything down to element. Not even, or sorry, everything down to element dust. So, as you can see, these have all already been done. Well, you can kind of see they've already been spray painted and done up really, really well. This is the last pillar that I have to complete, so this will be the one that I'm doing this evening. But I'll show you some of the other stuff we have going on here as well. So here we just have, some fridges, variously labeled for, what's in them, obviously. We have our diarrhea. I didn't name it, you know what I'm saying? That's just what they call it. But you can make any and all colored dyes in here. All you need is, the berries or the materials or, whatever it is that you're trying to get to achieve certain colors. Like the forest green, you have to have charcoal with the berries that you're mixing. So you put all that stuff in here. You don't need water. It just basically crafts up however many you have. So I was just obviously testing out to see, the various colors that I could make with, the berries and everything that I have here. So again, all these are labeled for, specific things. Most of these have been transferred into dedicated storage, so a lot of these are empty, except what has been left in the majority of the vaults is the materials prior to me adding the stacks mod to the server, which allowed you to actually carry like a greater volume stack of any specific material. So instead of carrying, like 50 wood, it's 100 wood, or, instead of it being 100 element shards, it's 1,000 or whatever it is per stack. So it increases that volume, but it didn't delete all of the prior materials or convert it. So it was like a totally separate existing volume of material that's in the game. So that's been mostly what's left inside of there. But painting the grills, the cooker, all that good stuff. I think I've already shown you guys all of this in here, but not since I've painted it and I have to reposition all those snow owls. action to put you all away because y'all are going to be clearing out my food troughs if I don't. So I've been working on... What do you have in you? Oh, some pellets. Fuck it, there's say. So this is the breeding lab. And I've been breeding those gachas to try to get ones that produce different materials than the ones that I already have, because I'm running out of materials to have them produce
The
that's new.
FitnessGram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues.
Was that a fat shame? Is that... If not, I'm confused. But yeah, this is my breeding lab. And we have our 2 different S plus mutator pylons. Those give you the ability to do a variety of different things when breeding dinos, the various dino storages for the different things I'm breeding right now, and then all of the different egg incubator chambers for every one of my projects. I converted this little area into a walkway pathway that takes you up to this tech elevator, which then brings you up here to see the tech generators and the snow owls and all their glory. These snow owls, believe it or not, are actually essential to this entire gacha farm. Hello. Because basically they drop, like, they don't poop, they drop snow owl pellets. They puke all their stuff back up. And I have devices that automatically pick up when they do that, which is why when I picked up those gotchas down below, they already had them in their inventory. That basically just constantly distributes those pellets to the gotchas, because if they eat those pellets along with whatever food it is that they would eat, it increases the chance of them dropping an apprentice grade crystal as opposed to just a regular one that's producing materials. But I'll kind of show you how all of this actually works. So up here, we have this area that I kind of showed you guys. These are items called the S plus aggregator. Now, these basically, these things can pick up a variety of different materials, and you can set them to pick up any amount of materials that you like. And basically, I have it set to pick up things like Achatina paste, owl pellets, and Gacha crystals. So every time one of these gachas eats, that gacha basically will sit down, grow, and then drop a crystal off its back. That crystal then gets picked up by this, which then gets deposited into this crystal cracker. And if it's a material when it opens the cracker, it automatically sends it to a dedicated storage. If it is not a material, it ends up in here. So this is where all of this comes from, is from these apprentice grade crystals. All I do to get rid of these things is I hit this, and all of that stuff just got sent to the grinder from both of these. So you'll see right there, that's corrupted wood and black pearls. And within a couple of seconds here, that stuff's disappearing out, and it's going into an S plus dedicated storage, which I'll show all of you guys. Hold on one moment. I just got some company at the base. I'll let him know that I'm here. I wonder why it's not taking the corrupted wood. Interesting. Maybe it's just taking longer to find it. Oh, wait a second. It didn't take any of this. Hold the phone. So, perfect opportunity to show you guys where the dedicated storage system is. So again, I try to keep everything as clean as possible. As you can see, I've done some other things in here. I found that if you put the dermises of Fenrir, Skull, and Hati on a regular taxidermy base, it actually looks like them. And funnily enough, the same thing with the alpha bosses. So this is where I have them displayed for the time being, because I think it looks really nice and complements, all of my variously painted armor sets, and then all the various Ascension armor sets, minus the Hazard suit at the end. That's just kind of there for decoration. But once we come in here, and I'll go into first person for this. This is where I have all of the various dedicated storage units set up. Why is it not taking the corrupted wood? There we go. Set source. I guess I could just do it from here. There we go. Voila. But so you'll see everything from down to my actual crops that are being produced are all being automatically harvested and sent directly to dedicated storage. So I have everything in here from the the sap from that these gems produce to oil, element dust. I have no element shards because I used all the different materials I have, but obsidian, stone, just I have all the black pearls and polymer I could ever need. And then you see just kind of your more basic materials. I didn't know these things could actually store like munitions and gas and shit. That's kind of cool. But all these various things, I could as far as I know, these things don't have like a spoil timer inside of them. So I could probably set this thing to store like my food and shit too, which might be something that I invest in here at some point. And I also have to get this irrigated for these beer barrels at one point. Other side projects. So we'll kind of go back out here now. Sky at night on this map is so nice. Alright. Added these tech turrets, painted them. They look really good. Added some down around the backside as well. But I mentioned that I made some greenhouses. And I built them down kind of in here. I'm not entirely crazy about how it looks with the spacing of the glass that's on the walls versus the greenhouse. So I may change those. And granted, this all looks a lot better in the daytime. But so yeah, those aggregators not only collect these gacha crystals, but they also distribute food to the gacha gavagers, so they're keeping them fed. And the food that they send them comes directly from my greenhouses down here. So I'll kind of bring you down here and show you what this is all about. And here we have her. She's picking up all the different seeds and stuff like that. We have domesticated beehives for honey. And then back here we have the plant Y species. And this is what is being fed to the gachas. Let me see if it'll actually let me see their inventory. So those traps that they produce, as well as their seeds, that's constantly being fed to the gachas. So we have 4 on each wall, so a total of 8 per side of the actual base itself. And then pretty much just a mirror image over here. Nothing's changed. Like I said, I do like the I do like the way that everything looks from the inside. I'm not entirely pleased with how it looks from the outside. But yeah, we've gone through and we've painted everything. We've done everything down to the cloning chamber up top. And I gotta say, black and gold looks good on the base. This was another one of my projects that I worked on forever. I was a late bloomer to Ark, so one of the very first maps that I played on was Lost Island, and I very quickly came to love and appreciate the Lightning Wyvern. So I got this idea in my head that I wanted, to create a black and yellow one. Well, despite all the events and everything, I just never ended up getting any that had any color regions of yellow. Well, since being over here on Fjordur, I've had quite a few instances where I've seen a variety or number of the wyvern that have had yellow in different regions. So I would go through the strenuous process of clearing out the cave until it was just that one left, get its egg, kill it, move on, until I got all of the various yellow regions that I needed, and then bred them all into one lightning wyvern, and then got the one with the black base body and basically fused the two. And after all the various mutations, this bad boy was born at level 306. Which, to kind of give you a little bit of perspective, the highest level that you can get for a wyvern to be born at naturally in the wild is 228. The highest level shadow mane in the wild is a 180. After tame, it becomes a 270, so it gets bonus levels. My shadow mains that I use to fight all the bosses are some of the baddest creatures that I've ever utilized in Arc, and they were being born after 32 mutation stacks at level 316. This guy's original parents were 228s. So for him to have been born at level 306 says a lot. There was a lot of breeding and mixing of different mutations, and that one was a project and a half. But, little things up here, deco wall. We got blue hanging up right there because we no longer have Shikaka, rest in peace. Um, he was the victim of an unfortunate death drop. And then Sabbath up here on his little perch. But yeah, so this is what this looks like from the sky. I'll kind of take you around and show you everything from various angles. And then now that the sun is starting to rise, we can actually start the process of the build for the last pillar. And being that I've done 3 of them, it'll go relatively quickly. Oh, I got messages. Hold on, we got a teammate in distress here. He got booted, so I'm gonna wait for him to log back in and try my damnedest to keep him from dying. Because as soon as he logs back in, that thing's gonna fall out. He's gonna fall out the sky. And there he goes. Say. So now that we just watched his body ragdoll out of the sky, I guess I'll come up here and get his phoenix, bring that down, and park her right on next to him. This isn't a very good place to park. He's safe. We got his bird back next to him. Let's get to work. Ooh. One thing that is going to be essential to this build is my snow owl. Snow owls are an entirely underrated creature to build with. They have the ability to stop on a dime in midair. Get rid of this egg out of my inventory. Alright, now let's go get our materials. Oh, done a little bit more work to the inside of here. Have the Karch, the Giga, the Indom, the Rex, which is pitifully small, Spino, Aloe, Yudi, the Berry, the Carno, the Velonosaur, Deinonychus, the Raptor, and then this beauty. I love the way that looks. That's such a cool animation. And then back here we have an Alpha Basilisk on display. Alright, let's go get our materials. We're going to need our walls, so we'll start with 48 of those. Get you, get you. That should be good to start. And then... Oh wait, what am I missing? Tech elevators. We're missing tech elevators, chat. Wait, no, there's... I swore I made enough. No, you know what? I just made enough of the gates. I'm going to need 18 of them. Thankfully, this takes regular element, not element shards. So, boom. These are going to take a minute to craft up. So, the first thing we'll go and do is we'll start picking up what we need to pick up here. So, how much food do you have in you? Alright. Stop feeding. Pick up Gacha Ravager. Transfer this to you. Beautiful. Nothing goes to waste around here. Alright. And pickup gun. I don't know why that does that. Completely randomly. Alright. See? Need to do... Yep. Oh, I hate that. I don't know. I'm super confused, Batman. What is off about this? Just these, I'm guessing? Yeah, that's it. Okay, this little fucking nut pudding threw me for a loop. Have to repaint that later. Alright. Why do I have this out? I've put it away 6 times now. And there should at least be 6 of these done by now. 18 are done. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, so which way is this door facing? This way. Got it. Alright. Then we will take our tech elevators and boom, 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 and boom. Alright. Door's gonna face this way, so now we need our walls. Morale. Beautiful. Okay. Our dino gate. Yeah. The subtle details of building. There we go. That's better. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. One row's done. All right. So we have the first floor of the structure done. Obviously, still has to be painted and whatnot. And we're gonna need more walls and triangles. All right. That. Split it in half. 50 back. This. Split. 50 back. Find our stacks. And we're good to go. All right. So as you can see, the base structure actually goes together fairly quickly. Granted, like I said, I have now done 3 of these, so I've pretty much got it down pat. By the way, I don't ever recommend building primarily in third person. It's just what works for me most of the time. Oh, wait, too far. Alright. So now we want to mirror that one. So we want this to be a door, this to be a door, and this to be a door, right? That's the way that is set up? Yes. Alright, so. So this is going to be where the structure actually differs slightly. Instead of building constant walls, we're building like this. You will see why momentarily. Glad I caught that now. So, I didn't catch that until almost a half second too late, but you see how there's a difference in the height on these two? It's because they are hooked to different snap points. So technically I didn't have to pick up the ones on the left side, but it will oftentimes make the correction process easier. There we go. Now they're even. Alright. Now for our doors. Once again, we line this up. So I'm, for the most part, using the seams on the floor versus the corners of the doors until those are kind of symmetrical on both sides, and that's perfect. Alright. Didn't mean to hit D on that, so we'll come back over here and do the same here. Come to the left slightly, a little bit more. Spot on. Just rinse and repeat. There's always one that's a little bit harder to see because of the damn lighting. I feel like that's further forward. It's okay, now I see. There we go. Alright. So those are done, and then boom, boom, boom. We go up once again. Aha! So, the problem here is that these walls hit that same lower snap point. So, take them down and we start again. Why is it not picking up that one? It's this one that's off this time. Alright, I'm going to try to force it to give me the other snap point to see if it flips it. Because that's how I missed this to begin with. There we go. I said to use a Jedi mind trick on it. It's fine. Alright. That should all be the appropriate height now. How many triangles do I have left? 8. So I'm going to go down to grab some more.
And his name is John C.
My boy. What's up, D? Guess I can grab some of these too. Let's put some of those back. Yeah, that'll work. How are you, sir? How's that beautiful baby boy? Alright, so now these walls will basically just offset the last ones. Actually, before I do this, I'm not going to make this mistake. I'm going to go ahead and place the rest of the outer triangles. Oh, yeah. Get back. Alright. Getting a little bit framey. I am rendering a metric fuck ton of new structures here, though, so I imagine that'll happen. Alright. No, thank you. Thanks, brother. I learned from the best. How many do I have left? 10? Yeah, I've got enough. Ooh, no, I am gonna have to craft more for the actual gotchas. Alright, so... Okay, do that, handrails, and then place these doors. Got it. Alright, now we start placing our handrails. Work with me. You skip a space in front of the door. Do the same up here. Alright. Those are all done. Let's get our doors placed. Micro adjustments. Let's go ahead and open all these so that make working easier. Alright. So we are going to need some more materials here. Unfortunately, that is going to require us to go and get some element shards, because I'm pretty sure I need element shards after these triangles, correct? I do. Butternuts. Alright, well, thankfully, I have a mining drill. And there's a cave not far by that should have at least a little bit. So let's go ahead and grab... Oh, wait, that's downstairs. I hate when it does that. Alright, so we'll go back upstairs and get rid of some of the stuff that we are no longer going to need. So we don't need any more walls. We don't need these stone ceilings. We don't need it. The Gavagers. Go ahead and grab the rest of them. Oh, those are in the safe downstairs. Gotcha. All right. Let's... You actually probably have better carry weight, don't you? Yeah. You do not. Okay. Oh, whoa. Oh, you know what? Nah. You'd be smart about this. Oh, this joystick. What? Where is... This will make it nice and easy. We are getting brainy, boys and girls. A little bit of lag entering the cave. We're going to want to cut right. Try to avoid as much of these nasties in here as possible. And down here are our element shards. And... Nah, we'll still use the mining drill. I know he can harvest them fairly decently, but for what we're going to be doing, we might as well actually get as much as we can. Unfortunately, with these, it comes a lot of stone being picked up, and not nearly as much element shards. mean, when you really not that, but think about the amount of stone that I just dropped. That's actually a little bit nutty. All right, that should be more than enough for what we need, and we can get right on back to what we were doing. No muss, no fuss. There will be an extreme cave deload lag here in a second, I will warn you. There it is. Ooh, what level are you? 168 Bracky, not bad. I'm gonna fly in a little bit slow, give all this a opportunity to render without me trying to do it too fast and possibly crashing my fucking PC. But you'll see what I mean though, right, the chat? Like with those greenhouses, it's not that they look bad. I just feel like it throws off the spacing of the windows to stone on the wall and kind of, I don't know, doesn't make it look bad, but it just kind of doesn't look as good as it could, I guess. So those might not stay. Those might end up somewhere else. We'll see. I haven't fully decided on that one yet. All right, come on, base. Come on. I'm doing this gentle for you, not for me. They do definitely look a little bit insane. It's definitely a little crazy. But all in all, this has been an extremely fun project. It has been something that is going to be very, very rewarding in the end. So with all that being said, I'm glad I did it. Alright, we're gonna need to put you in here for the moment. And then pause it. So all those element shards just went up to dedicated storage. I can now go and put this thing away. Yep. So let's go down here and now craft the rest of these triangles that we need. So we're going to need 6 per, and there's 6 of them, so that's 36. Well, minus the 4 that I had, but oh well. Alright, these are cooking up. Let's go and get the rest of the materials that we need from my handy dandy vault over here. The rest of the Gavagers, the rest of these. Don't need any more walls. I will need this. And I will need these, but I'll wait to get these out of here because those weigh quite a bit. I have a water jar. Give those another couple minutes to cook up, and I'll go and place the one up here at the very, very top. almost a perfect landing. So the way that I've been doing these, maybe a little bit cheaty, but I've been going into extended view here. And with this, you can actually get an accurate count. So 1, 2 boxes, 3 boxes, 4. So this has to move forward a touch. So go back out of this. And it's probably got to come over this way. Some should do it. And double check. Box, 2 box, 3 box. So this still needs to go forward some. That is going to... Yeah, that'll be even. Alright. Top one's done, spaced and placed evenly on all sides. Just like that, it's how it's done. Alright. Let's go get... Actually, we can start placing down our squares. Give that a little bit more time to cook up. So we're going to go out 2. This one's going to be a bitch, and I'll show you guys why. Was I just too late? Alright. So this is the arms. These will be what extend out to be the beginning of these platform arms. The way that we go about putting them all together and constructing them, really, really neat. And I'll show you guys that here in a second. How many we got? 9. They're almost done. We can wait. Oh, yes. How can I forget the frustration of needing these stone foundations? This is an entirely other pain in my ass. So, what you guys are going to notice, and this has been the ongoing issue where even building an S Plus has its major frustrations at times. But as we start to place these triangles out here, what you'll notice is it's only going to let me place the first 3. And that's going to tell me there's no nearby foundation support. Because, as a rule of building an arc, you cannot have ceiling or walls that extend past more than 2 past any given foundation. So the way that we've been having to bypass this and not have it look absolutely ridiculous from the ground is we've been having to bury foundations in the ground, which hasn't been a very fun process at all. But some of these, you'll notice that it's going to let me do absolutely fine, like in areas above the greenhouse, because those will have those extended foundations. So like this right here, it'll let me do all 6. So that's what it'll look like when it's all said and done. This side, I'm going to have to... Yep, I have to bury them there. This side won't be so bad. Alright. So let's go ahead and start the process of burying these foundations. So all of these will extend out directly from the center of these three walls. So we're burying these foundations so that they can't really be seen by anybody. Is like so. Now in an instance like this, because the ground slants down, it's going to be a little bit seen. There's really not much I can do about that. But I've now placed these two foundations, so you'll notice it'll now allow me to finish building out this. On this plateau have been significantly easier to hide than others, as you can tell in some spots like this, and a couple spots around on the ground like that down there in the front, a lot harder to hide. But we now repeat this process. So. Oh boy, this one's going to be interesting. Make it disappear. Alright, so now I can pull this one. I'm going to have to make some more foundations, but that's fine. So like in an instance like this, it worked out beautifully. You can never tell that those foundations are there, and this is the end result. So all three of these are done. Oh, wait a second. Oh no, this one over here is going to be the one that's a pain in my ass. Alright, so let's go and get some more stone foundations made. And the easiest way to do this is to come up here to my handy dandy little S plus crafting stations that I have placed for various uses. Stone. Those are foundations. Let's just do, fuck it, 7 in case we mess up and need to get more. And this is all pulling from the S plus storage down below. Or the dedicated storage, rather. I apologize. I'm sure there's some Ark Faithful that'll have my head for that. Let's go bury this side. Hoping this one hides a little bit better than the other one. We'll see. Significantly better. I beg your pardon? Okay, I guess this needs 3 for some reason. Unless maybe the other one didn't place where it was supposed to. I guess we're going to find out. There's no way it needs to be more than that. Well, okay, what the fuck? Alright, this is why we make more. What the shit? Okay, so I see what's happening. Why is it breaking one? I don't totally understand. Don't tell me it has to be like that, because if so, I'm gonna be really pissed. It does. Oh, that's annoying. See, and again, that's the parts of it where you would think it would go smooth, and it's just not gonna. Alright, so... this should be the last one I have to complete. No, it's not. Alright, well, we're gonna have to make more blocks. And this one, please be as easy as the other one was. Please? I should have known there was no way you were gonna make this easy for me. I mean, I guess you can't really tell that that's a foundation. I could probably paint it green and you wouldn't notice it. I still don't like it, but whatever. Alright, I gotta go make 2 more foundations. Because, you know, arc building. Or just because... But yeah, essentially this is what these pillars look like, bare of any gotchas or gotcha gavagers. Alright, this is the one that's going to be a royal pain in my ass. Not looking forward to it at all. I'm actually now wondering if I'm even going to be able to complete this one. Maybe if I can get a... Maybe if I can get a triangle foundation to stick on that. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, come on. Help me out here. Damn, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how I'm gonna make this one work. I don't think there's any way that this actually works, but... Yeah, I didn't think it would work. I was hopeful, but I did not think it would actually work. Hmm. Guess I'll try one more thing. Ooh. No way that works, right? Oh, if that works, I might actually lose my mind. No. This is why I'm not a pilot. Oh, I got so excited. Ooh, wait. I wonder now if maybe will this allow me to... Maybe question mark? I have one more idea. Well, I'm just gonna make 10 of these fuckers. I'm not gonna... This doesn't work, then I know what will, but it does. Of course not. Alright, well, I know what I have to do now, unfortunately. This is... cheeks. It does have to be above the ground. God damn it. All of this is about to come crumbling down, watch. Yep. Alright, well, it's gotta be there. There's nothing I can do about it. Let's get the rest of these scavengers placed. Perfect. Oh, I didn't just do that, did I? Oh, I did. not one thing, it's another when you're building. I have saddles for these guys, so I'm just going to throw them right back out. That glass looked different. Don't like it, Captain. Alright, so they're back in position. Let's get back to the process, shall we? Yeah. Billy, if you're watching, I pooped. Alright, that'll do. Hello, Yellow Drop. Sorry, I'm too busy for you at the moment. Forward just a touch. That'll do. Alright. And down to the next row. Alright, and the very last Gavager is being placed. It is 75% done. But that's the process. That's how it's built. 4 of these incredibly functioning Gacha Gavaging farm towers. Alright, so what we're going to do before we start feeding everything is on to the next most important part, which is going to be our spray painting. By the way, this is something you always want to do in first person. Beam me up, Scotty. Alright, then we have that one block outside here that we need to repaint. Alright, so all of the all black should be done, which means we can switch to our gold accents. Alright. For this, we want to turn these regions all off. In chat, you'll notice that I'm doing the doors separate from everything else, and that's because they have their own different color regions as far as what spray painting something gold will actually turn them into. So here and here. Alright, those are all done. And am I at the top? I am. Alright, so let's go ahead now and do all the floor panels. Oh, you know what, guys? We made a crucial mistake. I meant to spray paint a lot of this before I put this Scavenger down, so just for whatever reason, once you have it on there, it doesn't recognize that you're spray painting anything other than the Scavenger, so that's a bummer. Alright, now let's put our Scavenger back down. I'm going to be completely honest with y'all, I'm not picking up the other ones to fix it under there, so that'll be hidden in a special way, and I'll show you. And let's see, how far off are we? Oh, much closer than I thought we were. Quite need to be that much. Maybe it did. Good for me. Alright. So we'll do all the handrails at the same time, because those are also on a different color pattern. and now... Oh, man. Tech elevators are finicky. And part of the reason I have to be so careful when spray painting these is that if I mess up and accidentally spray paint the Gavager, the only thing color region on the Gavager that can change is the actual shield bubble. So instead of it being that nice kind of techie elemental blue, it would become whatever colors in my spray paint. Which I suppose could be useful if I wanted to go as far as like labeling the bubbles for, you know, which material that Gacha's producing, but personally, even for me, after doing all this ostentatious stuff, that's a little tacky. Not to suggest that somebody else couldn't or shouldn't do it by any means. So that's all that spray painting done. And now you get to see what that kind of looks like. Whoa, that is way off center somehow at the top. How the actual F did I do that? Oh. One, two, three, four. That should be dead nuts. Yeah, there we go. Alright, now it's back to perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some Gacha these bad boys. So I only have this one from up top. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be short one, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and start feeding, so locks him in place. And for your production, we want black pearls. We don't have those being produced right now. Alright. So he's in place up top, and that's what it looks like after you activate it. Let's go down here and take a look at what we have to choose from. I know I'm short one. I guess I could use technically one of the breeding gachas for the time being. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're short one. Put you in here for the time being. Step production, we want... That, why not? And again, guys, this is partially why I'm trying to breed to get some better gachas, because as it is, a lot of these things are going to be producing multiple of the same resources, because that's just what I have to choose from. Like on this, I guess we'll go with fiber, just for the sake of putting one on there. Alright. Start feeding. Set your production to flint. Because fuck it, I guess, right? Where is the... that must be him up here. Okay, yeah. Okay, start feeding. From you, we want... You can always use more metal. Alright, and on to the bottom row for the last two. Alright, start feeding. And we want your production to be... stone. And our temporary one, just for aesthetics. Oh! Hey! It's not your turn to be out here. What are you doing? Start feeding, so he's in position. Production. Silica pearls. There you have it. Now, there is one last bit of detail which I haven't done to this tower yet, and I'll do it here, is placing these tech triangle ceiling panels, or roof panels I should say, and they're done solely for the sake of a look. But as I mentioned, these things are great for stopping on a dime, so maybe I'll get lucky. Oh, that one went beautifully. Nope, that one did not. That one also went beautifully. So that's the frustration of it, is sometimes they don't clip the way you want them to. You gotta come up here and unclip them. But this part, I 100% recommend being on some type of a flying tame for, realistically, just because of the fact that it makes the actual positioning of what you're trying to accomplish much easier. Because the only way you're going to get those to snap the way that you want them to is by looking straight up. And if you've ever used a tech suit, you know that if you look up in the air, that you're going to start gradually moving upward. It's just the way that the tech suit functions. It's like an auto burst from the jetpack. There's not really anything you can do to control it or turn it off. So, alright. So that one actually was pretty painless. Let's see if we can get this one to reciprocate. There's always going to be two that just don't do what you want them to do. Three, sometimes, you know? Trying to pick these up when you have a gacha sitting here that takes up so much space is always such a great time. It's about to get dark, which isn't going to make this any easier. Ah, you motherfucker! See, I spoke too soon about the other one going smoothly. I spoke entirely too soon. Now the game's like, nah, bro. It's all pain in the ass panels from here on out. There we go. Like I said, there's always going to be at least one. I do still have to go and tame me a proper all-white snow owl that I can name Hedwig. It's just traditional. It didn't get it again, did it? You mother... It's okay. It's okay. You're only racing the darkness. That's all. That's all. You gotta be kidding. Like, you've actually gotta be kidding at this point. Come on. Ark, throw me a bone here, man. There we go. No shot it gives me all 6 first tire, right? No way. Let's go! We take those around here. Okay. Too much to hope we would get 2 in a row. It was too much. Excuse me, coming through. That's gotta be very uncomfortable. Alright, so I think that's all of them from this side, right? 1, 2... I thought... Oh, no, I didn't do that one out there. So, these 2 are done, those 2 are done. Do I have both of these out here to do? No, just this one. Okay. Come on, man. Like, there's literally no reason it had to... This is, as I stated, guys, this is the most painful part of this whole building process, is this right here. everything else goes together incredibly smooth. And again, this isn't even something that's necessary. This is a minute appearance detail for me that I think looks really good, but doesn't always necessarily have to happen. Oh my god. Couches, why are you so fat? What are you doing? Oh, what? Am I just lagging? Is that what's happening here? It's literally the only snap point you're getting. You know what's crazy about this? It's literally the last one. Thank you. It's done. We're gonna do a quick little fly around, make sure we're not missing any anywhere. So that's done. That's done. That's done. That one's fucking finally done. That one's done. That one's done. Alright. We're gonna need more of those, so let's grab those. Is it literally gonna unsnap everyone? Don't worry, guys, it gave me 2 that time. And again, just for the sake of reiterating, it doesn't help that it's dark out. That didn't give it to me again. Awesome. Alright, well, I guess it gave me the other 2, so I can't be all too salty. Again, sorry, that had to be uncomfortable, my guy. You're just up here trying to produce your stuff, and next thing you know, you're getting tech triangle panels in the booty hole. That can't be a... And just so you guys know, I do extremely hard not to lose my patience with this stuff, especially when I'm doing this on cam, but because again, it's arc building, it's going to come with its frustrations, but man, sometimes go. In the money. Alright. So I guess let's just do all the top rows so I make sure I don't miss any of those. You gotta be kidding me. This thing's gonna give me an issue with that now. You gotta be kidding me. I think this right here, doing this, has annoyed me more than all the rest of these triangles combined. I just don't have the energy to figure that out tonight. That'll be an off-stream project. Thank you for the last minute shift. I truly appreciated that. Thank you for not... Oh, it's doing it on this one too. Oh, having a good time. That'll be something that I'll figure out tomorrow. I don't have the energy. I can't see how many, if any, of those placed properly. 2 of them did. Sorry. I'm not crazy, right? There's no more underneath him? Oh, it gave it to me. Nice. Alright. Are you gonna give me trouble too? I bet you are. Alright, coming at an angle, get nice and low. I knew it. I fucking knew as soon as I hit that button it was gonna switch. Is it necessary? Like... Well, I guess if we're looking at positives and bright sides, it's not giving me the issue that the other ones were, so... Gotta be thankful for the little things, right, chat? Come on. And they are done. For now. So now all those detailed accents are done. And other than adding some exterior detail and painting those, that's really all there is to it, guys. I now have 4 very large, very full, functioning gacha farms. And this also looks really cool with the tech field, force field lit up. So... But there it is in all its glory, guys. This will probably be some type of rough design for any and every base that I ever do on Ark, because it's been extremely efficient. It definitely took a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of material gathering from my boy Corrupt. I see you. If not for him, I would probably still be 3/4 way done with the main structure itself, so... But so yeah, eventually all these snow owls will be moved up into the towers so that they're closer proximity to the gachas. And let's kind of take a quick look at what some of this production's looking like down here, shall we? That's got all that good stuff. Beautiful. How many? 30. Let's go ahead and get some of this food out to the gachas. 7,000 food. These just got transferred over to the grinder. 7,000 bits of food just went out to all of these different gachas. That's a little nutty. Oh, I gotta set this one to ignore the seeds. Ignore list. These to clear up some space in here because my gardener collects all of these. We see it is collecting the crystals as it's supposed to. There's an apprentice grade crystal, so that'll be either an armor or a weapon or a structure. But here in a second, this will get automatically transferred over to the crystal cracker. And from there, the crystal cracker does its thing. So once this transfers, we'll go and check the crystal cracker, see which one it went into, if it was a resource or what have you. All right, there it goes. So black pearls and oil, and those automatically went to and a pump action shotgun. Why it split it up and went into both, not sure, but it did. And that's the way the process works, guys. The only thing that's not fully automated about it is, like I said, is just hitting the transfer button to actually feed the gotchas, and then hitting the transfer button to get everything from the crystal crackers over to the grinder. Once it's in the grinder, everything goes into the dedicated storage intake and goes directly into the dedicated storages themselves. It's a big process, and it was a very time-consuming project, but man, am I glad that it's done. But thankfully, once I get all of my gotchas as far as producing all the materials, specific materials that is, that I wanted to produce, farming's pretty much done for me. Whoa, that's messed up. Okay, yep, let's go ahead and zoom that in there. Ooh. But all right, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for me. I appreciate you guys hanging out and enjoying this build with me. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Glad it's done, though. This is, I mean, each tower was probably about 2 to 3 hours worth of work total, so it wasn't the most time consuming of projects, just very detail oriented. But man, I'm glad it's done. And, you know, in some ways, you do stuff like this and you're kind of like, I think I beat Ark. So it's been fun. But you guys, thanks again for hanging out with me. You have a wonderful rest of your night, a great start to your day, and I will catch you on the next one.